起我们今天要讲什么故事？他是谁？Winnie the Pooh。那我们要讲哪一个部分？是情人节，对不对？你看小猪拿了一颗心哦。
那个是什么？
我也不知道，每一个好像代表一个节日，这应该看起来像圣诞节，然后这看起来像复活节，所以是 Celebrate the year with Winnie the Pooh。这个吗？
这个是什么日？
该不会是万圣节吧？还是感恩节？有可能是感恩节哦。然后那我们跟维尼熊一起庆祝节日吧。这里面有好多篇，我们来看情人节。Celebrate the year with Winnie the Pooh， 所以情人节是哪一个？情人节是第2则 ，Winnie the Pooh's Valentine's Day， 第8页。Winnie the Pooh's Valentine， 他跟小猪一起过情人节吗？ It was easy to see what day it was in the 100-acre wood. Birds cuddled in pairs on drooping limbs and were loudly chirping duet. Friendly breeze tickled the leaves of trees until they fluttered with laughter. Saplings shyly touched and bending close, exchanged sweet secrets in restless whispers. It always seems on Valentine's Day that things were more tightly wrapped around each other than usual. At Winnie the Pooh's house, things were taking on a decidedly heartfelt appearance, mostly because Pooh had just finished tacking up his felt heart in all the most strategic places. Strategic, Owl had once explained, meant the places where things were sure to be in the way and, therefore, attract the most attention. Pooh's happy contemplation of his hardy work was suddenly interrupted by a quiet voice says, Pooh Bear, in the most polite tone. 是谁呀？Oh, startled, Pooh turned so quickly he bumped his nose on a felt heart, tacked to the back of a very hard door. Oh, brother, sniffed Pooh as he noticed Roo standing anxiously in the middle of his parlor floor. Why, hello, little Roo, he exclaimed. Hello, Pooh, responded Roo. Is that felt? He asked, pointing to the heart. Pooh cautiously rubbed his nose. Oh, I felt it. All right, he assured Roo woefully. No, said Roo. Is that heart felt? Oh, said Pooh, not really understanding the question. No, I don't think the heart felt it all at all. Roo smiled brightly at the pair of very little brain and knew that it was time to talk about something else. Would you mind terribly, he asked politely, if we talk about something besides your hearts? That would be wonderful, breathed Pooh in relief. What did you have in mind? Oh, I want to give a Valentine to my mom, Roo whispered, but I don't know how. Neither do I, laughed Pooh, who was always delighted to agree with someone about something, but his laughter ceased as soon as he saw the look on little Roo's face. Then, what will I do? Piped Roo, feeling a distress so profound he could hardly keep his eyes from filling with tears. What we will do, said Pooh, taking Roo's hand in his own, is find out how. In no time at all, Pooh and Roo had gathered together all their best friends, Piglet, Tiger, Rabbit, Golfer, and, of course, Eeyore. and put Ruth's question to them. 所以大家可以帮忙吗？你觉得呢？Well, suggested Piglet in a very small voice. The most important thing about a Valentine you give to someone is that it says, I love you. Yeah, agreed Tigger, bouncing around Pooh's parlor in excitement. And it's got to say it in bright colors. Impressive, whistled Gopher. It's got to be impressive, because saying I love you is a pretty impressive proposition. And because I love you are the most important words one person can say to another, sniffed Rabbit knowingly. A Valentine should say them in as many different ways as possible. What do you think, ER? 你要做情人节，好啊，What do you think, ER? Who asked the donkey, who was being even more silent than usual? Well, 你帮我做啊，你帮我做情人节蛋糕好不好？那我帮你加一点糖粉。好。Well, I think you are asking, rumbled ER in his very slow way. I suppose that sort of Valentine you are planning is definitely one way of going about it. Oh, then what we're waiting for? Hooted Tiger. Christmas? I will get my tools, said Gopher gleefully. I'll get my dictionary, said Rabbit. Oh, I will clean up when we are through, said Piglet. And I'll tell you what I think of it when it's finished, announced Eeyore. If anyone is interested, that's it. Gopher chiseled a huge heart out of a border he had been saving for just such a special occasion. It was twice as tall as Tigger bounced on the very tiptoe of his tail. Impressive, everyone told Gopher when he was done. The irrepressible feline wasted not a moment painting the heart with the most spectacular colors he could think of. Bright orange with black stripy stripes. Poisyludely, splendiferous. 怎么那么难念？里面好多字我不会念。Tigger purred when he would complete his task. 所以他们找到了一个星，然后呢，那个老虎又把它漆上颜色。And as Piglet swept up the work area, Roo climbed up onto the obliging Eeyore's back and wrote "I love you" on the heart in his very best printing. Everyone agreed that although it was very small as printing goes, it couldn't have been more neatly done. Then, after consulting a dictionary so thick he would have to haul it all the way from his house in a wheelbarrow, Rabbit added a great many words and phrases, including "kiss me goodnight" and "do your homework" and "eat your vegetables," as well as "smooch your face." "Pookums," said Rabbit's personal favorite, "Snuggle Bunny." The complete project was a magnificent, no, an impressive sight. The friends were all quite pleased with themselves until Roo, after studying the Valentine for some time, suddenly blurted out, "But how am I going to get this to my mother?" Spirits plummeted. No one had thought of how this Valentine was going to be delivered to Kanga. Mailing it was out of the question. Even if an envelope of the proper size could have been produced in time, The correct number of postage stamps would have weighed more than the Valentine itself. 怎么办呢？他们不知道该怎么送这张卡片。Sitting in a sad little circle, the friends were unable to come up with a helpful idea at all. I guess we're finished, sighed Tiger hopelessly. Then, now the time I will tell you what I thought, announced ER. If you really want to know, that is. Oh, I think we really do want to know, ER, said Pooh. I think, said ER, what I thought all along, this Valentine is definitely one way of doing it. Why, ER? Exclaimed Pooh. I believe that's very helpful. It is? Brayed the startled donkey. Certainly, exclaimed Pooh, furrowing his brow. If this is one way of doing a Valentine, that means there must be a two-way. Everyone exchanged amazed smiles and nods as Roo leaped excitedly to his feet. You're right, Pooh. You're right, he shouted. And I know exactly what the two ways is, thanks to all of you. That evening at just about supper time, according to the rumbling of Pooh's tummy, they all watched as Roo presented his mother, Kanga, with a handful of beautiful wildflowers. These flowers, Roo explained to Kanga, says, I love you. Pooh poked Piglet to make sure he were heard, but the smile on Piglet's face revealed that he hadn't missed a thing. And Roo continued, they say it is very bright colors. Tigger puffed out his chest so far he nearly fell off his tail. And because the flowers are all different kinds, they say, I love you in lots of different ways. Rabbit remarked that he had something in his eye, so no one should think he was crying or anything. And, said Roo, completing the presentation, they are the most impressive Valentine I could carry all by myself. Golfer blew his nose into a brightly patterned bandana. Thank you, Roo, dear, smiled Kanga, sniffing the flowers. She added, I couldn't have asked for a more perfect Valentine. As mother and son embraced, Tigger leaned over to Pooh and whispered, But what we will do with the Valentine we made? Keep it right where it is, Pooh whispered back. It will remind us that there can be a lot of I love you in every day if you know just where to look for it. 好啦，这就是情人节的部分了。好，所以刚刚有回到前面情人节的封面的话，你可以做一个情人节的那个盒子 ，Valentine boxes。然后这边还有写一些情人节的介绍哦。Valentine's Day, we all seek ways to express love. While this comes out in the little everyday things we do, on Valentine's Day, love takes the spotlight. What is most wonderful about this holiday is how accessible it is to children and adults alike. An expression of love can be as simple as a heart drawn on a piece of paper, or it can be ornate, glowing radiantly, or shimmering with rainbows. The love with which it is offered is most important than the way it looks. By its very natural, a Valentine is special, and children sense this. Part of the message of Valentine's Day is inclusion. Our children want to give Valentines to everyone in their class, to everyone in the world. 所以你要不要给老师做一张情人节卡片？还可以给你的同学做情人节卡片哦。In addition to making Valentines, another fun project is the making of Valentine boxes that your children can use to hold the Valentines they have received. This can be plain shoeboxes that are brightly colored with poster pens and decorated with hearts, dealers, tissue papers, and cut out pictures of things they love. Everyone's expression of a Valentine is individual and different, and we celebrate this difference. In this story, when little Roo decides to give his mother a Valentine, Pooh and his friends share Roo's discovery that there are many ways to say I love you. 好啦，那我们情人节前，我们来做一个情人节盒子，好不好？这就是维尼熊情人节的故事了。The end.